Evening, everyone. Welcome to the March 21st, 2023 council meeting. Will the municipal clerk please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act?
In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, adequate notice of this meeting, given the time, date, and information for access in this public meeting, was advertised in the Record and the Herald newspapers on March 5th, 2023, was posted on the bulletin board located on the first floor of the municipal building, was filed in the office of the municipal clerk, and was posted on the borough's website.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz? Here. Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Here.
Mayor Peluso?
Here.
Mayor also in attendance is Borough Manager Van Kroonigan, Attorney Plasick in absence of Borough Attorney Verone, Municipal Clerk Magarelli, and CFO Palermo.
Great, thank you. Will everyone please rise for a flag salute? And will Sergeant Elswich please lead us? All right, it's always an exciting day here in the Borough of Fairlawn when we get to promote one of our own. This evening we'll be promoting Officer Elswich to police officer to a sergeant. So will his family please join me below, as well as the rest of the council? We've already got the sergeant starting a little early. I know he's already done a great job addressing the press and getting all the material out, so we want to say thank you for all your hard work and congratulations. Just raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Eric Elswich, do solemnly swear that I support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I further do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of police sergeant for the Borough of Fairlawn in the County of Bergen in the State of New Jersey according to the best of my ability. Congratulations and thank you.
So before we pin the badge on, I just want to say a couple words about our newly promoted Sergeant Elswich. You know, it's always a great day in our department when we're able to promote one of our officers, but it's a special day for me as well because I got to see Eric from the day he got hired, when he was a patrolman, then he moved to community policing, did a great job, then he moved down to the detective bureau, did another great job, and now he's going to be leading our community policing program. So again, I'm honored to be up here with him, and I know he's going to do a great job for our department.
right there? It's for the town. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Safety. Thank you. The last one. Gosh, what about you just right there? And then
All right, we have a few proclamations that we'll be giving out this evening. The first one is for Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month. I believe Janet Singh is here. Some other members. So, whereas Sikhs have been living in the United States for more than 120 years, during the early 20th century, thousands of Sikh Americans worked on farms, in lumber mills, and mines, and on the Oregon, Pacific, and Eastern Railroads. Whereas Sikhism is the fifth largest religion in the world, and today there are more than 25 million Sikhs worldwide and an estimated 500,000 Americans. And whereas Sikh Americans pursue diverse professions and make rich contributions to the social, cultural, and economic vibrancy of the United States, including service as members of the United States Armed Forces and significant contributions to our great nation in agriculture, information technology, small businesses, the hotel industry, trucking, medicine, and technology. And whereas the Borough of Fairlawn is committed to educating citizens about the value of religious diversity, tolerance, and mutual understanding, furthering the diversity of our community, and affording all residents the opportunity to better understand and appreciate the rich history and shared experiences of Sikh Americans, and now therefore, the Borough Council and I, Kurt Peluso, Mayor of the Borough of Fairlawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2023 Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month within the Borough of Fairlawn, and do further extend appreciation for the many positive contributions of Sikh Americans to both our community and our country. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I would just like to thank the mayor and all the council members. And I just want to say that our community has been living in Fairlawn for a long time, and we are very fortunate and grateful to be part of this wonderful community. And we thank you for all the community members for for accepting us, our community, as part of the Fairlawn community, and the fact that we can practice our faith is very important to us, and we are proud to be part of the town and this country. Thank you very much.
There we go. I'm sorry, is Karen Kurland here? Nope, not yet. You know what, I'm going to bump this one just in case she comes late. Okay. The next one is World Autism Month. So whereas autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disorder characterized by behavioral and communicational affections that impact a person's ability to navigate social interactions and also causes repetitive and restricted behavior. And whereas autism spectrum disorders affect at least 1 in 68 children and an unknown number of adults in the United States of all genders, races, ethnicities, and socioeconomic backgrounds. And whereas early, accurate diagnosis and appropriate education, intervention, and support are vital to the well-being of those with autism spectrum disorders. And whereas with the continuous investigation and research on autism, World Autism Awareness Day was set to April 2nd of each year by the United Nations General Assembly in 2007 to raise awareness and promote acceptance of people with autism spectrum disorder, ASD. It also presents an opportunity to tear down misconceptions and false notions about disability. And whereas the Borough of Fairlawn is honored to take part in the annual observance of World Autism Month in the hope that it will lead to more research and better understanding and acceptance of autism spectrum disorder. Now therefore, the Borough Council and I, Kurt Peluso, Mayor of the Borough of Fairlawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim April 2023 World Autism Month to raise public acceptance and understanding of autism spectrum disorder, as well as increase knowledge of the efforts that have been and are being made to support individuals with autism spectrum disorders and their families. And this one, I know Nick's coming down to accept this one. Whereas colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States among men and women combined. Incident rates of colorectal cancer among younger adults 20 to 49 have doubled since the 1990s, and cases are being detected at more advanced stages. And whereas although cancer is one of the most preventable cancers by removing polyps during a colonoscopy, it is now the most commonly diagnosed cancer and the most common cause of cancer deaths among men younger than 50 years old in the United States. And whereas observing Colon Cancer Awareness Month during the month of March would provide a special opportunity to educate the public on the importance of early detection and screening. Now therefore, the Borough Council and I, Kurt Peluso, Mayor of the Borough of Fairlawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, hereby proclaim March 2023 Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month within Fairlawn and do further encourage all residents to learn the facts about cancer, recognize the symptoms, and take the important step of getting timely and preventable screening.
Thank you. Just really quick, I just wanted to, I'm going to get a little gross and personal really quick, but if you're 45 or older, get your colonoscopy done. I went when I was 15. My doctor told me to go get one done. I didn't want to get it done. I went and got it done. Thank God I got it done because it had the beginnings of stage 2 cancer. So after some surgery and chemo, I'm in great shape. But if I hadn't gone, it would have been too late. So please, I really encourage you to go get it done. And thank you for this.
All right, well, thank you to the wrestling team. You guys have been nice and quiet the whole time. So this is, whereas this year, high school wrestler Dahlia placed 5th in the 132-pound weight class at the NJSIA Girls State Tournament and is the first wrestler from Fairlawn to place in the Girls State Tournament. And whereas 12 Fairlawn junior wrestlers placed at the USAW NJ State Tournament and 9 Fairlawn junior wrestlers placed in the Twin County Junior Wrestling Regional League Tournament. And whereas these accomplishments are a testament to the strength and quality of the Fairlawn All Sports Junior Cutters Program, the Fairlawn High School Wrestling Program, and its participants. And whereas the Fairlawn All Sports Junior Wrestling and Fairlawn High School participants are blessed to have many dedicated people who are willing to volunteer their time and efforts to foster these activities and serve as coaches. And whereas it right and fitting that we congratulate the athletes who participated, the coaches, and all the parents on this most successful and exciting endeavor, now therefore the Borough Council and I, Kurt Peluso, Mayor of the Borough of Fair Lawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023, Fair Lawn Wrestling Day within Fair Lawn, and do further extend congratulations and sincere best wishes to all the competing athletes on this most noteworthy achievement. Congratulations. And I can tell you the whole council is aware of your dedication. Whenever we're trying to find Councilman Kraus, he's always at wrestling, whether it be on practice during the weekdays or tournaments on the weekends. So I'm going to pass the mic over to the councilman/coach, who's going to call everyone's name for their own proclamation.
Yeah, and Coach Vince, do you want to come up here? Come on up here with your assistant coaches. Coach Vince is the high school head coach. We're going to start out with Dahlia. You want to start out? Oh, and before we start, I also want to thank Brianna Falcano for getting not only so we have certificates from the council, but also from the county for all of you. You want to say a
Yeah,
word?
I was just gonna say. So Dahlia is a first-year wrestler, one of our few girls who do wrestle in the high school. Showed a lot of promise this year, coming out using her judo background and stuff, and surprising a lot of girls in the state tournament. We're really proud and appreciative of you coming out, and proud of you and your accomplishments and what you've done this year. So why don't you come on up and grab it? Well, this one too. This one's come on up and grab it.
Stay to the side. Yeah, we'll do a picture with everyone up. Yep. Congratulations. All right, so I'm going to call up all of our rec kids that are here today. You want to do one with her or one with everybody?
Let's do one with her and then the whole group. Yeah, that sounds great. Congratulations. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more.
All right, so I'm just going to say a couple words real quick before we go into the individual awards for the rec kids. There's probably nobody in Fairlawn that doesn't know this, but I've been involved with the wrestling program for the past 8 years, and it's been an extremely rewarding experience. The sport meant a lot to me growing up. It really developed me as a person. So to see that effect, 8 years on, and seeing some of these kids now graduating out of the program, seeing that effect in them has been extremely rewarding. And so I just want to talk about two things real quick. First of all, as we're closing out Women's History Month, it's really important to recognize the growth of girls wrestling, one of the fastest growing sports in the country. And in Fair Lawn, we have a long history with girls wrestling, and we're doing a great job right now. Not only did Dahlia take 5th and bring home that first state medalist in the girls tournament to Fair Lawn, we had 3 of our rec girls go into the girls state tournament this year, and all 3 of them walked out as state champions, including Veronica, who I'm going to call up in a minute, who actually was our first girl state champion last season, so she's now a 2-time girl state champion. And Eliana, who's our youngest girl state champion, who has the most energy in the world and also plays tackle football. And she's fantastic, and such a bright future ahead of her. And Maya, who was there on the very first day that I started coaching in Fair Lawn, and now she's graduating out in 8th grade, but she's been there the whole time, and there's no doubt in my mind that girls wrestling in Fair Lawn has grown because you've consistently shown up and showed girls that they could be successful, they can compete in this sport, and just been a great example. So I'm really proud of all 3 of you for growing that sport, because when I was in high school, I had a girl teammate, and my coach had to shorten her name to make her look like a boy's name, so other teams would weigh someone in to wrestle her. We've come a long way since then, and let's keep going. The other thing I'm going to say real quick, and then I'm going to ask the other rec coaches who are here to come up here and help me hand out these awards, because they all do a fantastic job with me. The other thing I'm going to say to all of our wrestlers who are here, you're now state medalists, you're region medalists. People are going to look up to you. They're going to look at your example. They're going to watch the way you practice. They're going to watch the way you wrestle. And most importantly, they're going to watch the way you treat other kids who are not as accomplished as you, who are younger than you. They're going to look to that example. Wrestling and being in the position you're in gives you a unique opportunity as a young person to take on a leadership role. And I have a lot of faith that all of you are going to do a fantastic job with that next year. But keep that in mind. Coaches, so I have Coach Anthony Service here, Coach Artie Ramadani, Coach Mike Barada. You guys want to come up here? Any other coaches? You guys want to come up here and help me hand these out? All right. So our first recipient is state champion, girls state champion, Eliana Service. And next, girls state champion, Veronica Adarina. Girls state champion, Maya Kitoff. Second in the state, Ari Ramadani. Second in the state and second in the region, Alec Rescher. Third in the state and first in the region, Lucas Krause. Fourth in the state and first in the region, Noah Calavet. Sixth in the state and second in the region, Braden Benetti. Sixth in the state and second in the region, Tommy Parada. I don't think it's here, but sixth in the state and first in the region, Lano Zodiashvili. Eighth in the state, Rocco Barone. Eighth in the state, Olaf Boguski. Second in the county, Ben Service. Third in the region, Blake Benetti. And third in the region, Logan Weiga.
Maybe we can do a third row, and people can just go like this, the third row in the front.
There's so many little ones.
Yeah, there's plenty of little people.
Yeah, move up.
I mean, big little people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're huge.
But no, I'm not shaming here.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Looks great, looks really good. Okay, ready,
Bronco,
one,
stay still.
2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Wait, put yours down a little.
next up, we have Ryan Greff with the Main Street Minute. So just, I'm sorry, if you are exiting, if you just be quiet to get to the hallway to do the rest of the meeting. So thank you.
Okay, so I have a sheet full of bullets and I need to get to a minute, so we're going to go fast. So first and foremost, the planters and flowers. Oh, I'll give it a second, actually.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, good, Ryan. I think we're good.
Okay. So first and foremost, as of March 1st, our contract began with Dare Commercial Services. The planters on River Road and Broadway have now beautiful flowers, pansies, and centerpieces filled with them. They are also providing auxiliary cleaning services, so they are coming twice a week to sweep the districts, take out litter, and take the garbage out. This is on days the borough is not doing it, so it's a great service. We've received a lot of positive feedback. We've recruited 3 new volunteer members of Fairlawn Main Street Incorporated. There are also a considerable amount of Main Street America grants for small businesses. So the backing grants for underrepresented populations have returned. So those are for LGBT businesses, black-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, generally any underrepresented group. Main Street America, American Express have put more money into it. So previously $1.6 million were up for grabs. Now it's $2.3 million. So we have been making our rounds to different businesses in order to make them aware of this pool of grant money. The National Historical Trust has also unveiled a grant for restaurants and historic properties. There's only a handful of those that qualify in Fairlawn, so we have already visited each of them to make them aware so they could apply. Our marketing committee, led by trustee Shanna Cohen, has finalized their marketing plan, and they've narrowed down 3 finalists to engage as our professional marketing service. Today we also filmed with Wayne Robbins for his Inside Fairlawn feature a piece about our storefront improvement program. So we all gathered in front of Hong Kong Chinese Takeout. The restaurant owner expressed his satisfaction with the project. Finally, this weekend, Tony DeLisi and I will be journeying to Boston, Massachusetts for the Main Street Now conference. In the event I do not come back, I bequeath all of my assets to Fairlawn Main Street Incorporated. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you come back. All right. Council comments. Good evening, Councilmember Reinitz.
Good evening, Mayor. I just want to reiterate our congratulations to the wrestlers who were just honored. Thank them for their representation of Fairlawn throughout the state in such a positive manner. I also wanted to recognize the Sikhs that we have in town, who, of course, have added to our diversity and who have improved our town and are great partners with the borough. I also wanted to echo what Nick said. I got the rare text from my dad about a month ago, call me ASAP, which is never a good text that you want to get. But all he wanted to do was to implore me to go get a colonoscopy and then argue with me about what age you're supposed to do it. But we agreed that now is a good time, so I'm in the process of doing that. So I would encourage everyone between Kurt's age and my age that it's a good time to go do it. The fire board met earlier this month. The main thing with the fire board was the ratification of the hard work that they did to the ordinance that we're going to address tonight. I want to thank Chief Mamo, the other chiefs, for taking what was 6 to 8 months to really go through our ordinance that had become somewhat obsolete and updating it. So thank you to them. I also wanted to mention that we will be introducing our budget tonight. I encourage everybody in town to take a look at the budget. The final hearing on the budget will be in April. I'm proud to say that we are, again, not raising taxes on the municipal portion of the budget. I believe it's our 6th year doing so, passing a budget that's flat. I don't know that we're going to be able to do it forever going forward, but it's something we've been committed to, and it's something that we're going to continue to work our best towards. So, and the best part about it is we have not cut any municipal services. We've actually added services, and will continue to add services and do what's best for the borough. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember. Good evening, Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Good evening, Mayor. To continue on our proclamation on Colon Cancer Awareness Month, I want to say two things. One is that colonoscopies get a really bad rap. They're much easier now than they were even just a few years ago. So that, no one should ever hesitate from getting a colonoscopy because of whatever discomfort is supposedly associated with it. And the other thing is that colon cancer is now the leading cause of cancer for young people. So it behooves everyone to get familiar with the symptoms so that it can be caught early. And I am so grateful that, Nick, your cancer was caught early and that you did go for that colonoscopy because we treasure you.
Thank you.
I also I wanted to say, in keeping with the proclamation that we did here tonight for Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month, that this has just been a time of awareness and appreciation of all our diverse communities here in Fair Lawn. I was proud to be part of our celebrations this weekend for the Hindu holy holiday that celebrates the beginning of spring with color. Not just spreading color, but really spreading joy. I don't remember the last time I felt so joyful, and we had nearly 3,000 people here just celebrating. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. And we also had our first Ramadan crescent lighting, which was really well attended, and we all got to know the members of our Muslim community, from the first, and we had some of the first families here who were here when there was only 3 Muslim families, to now where we had hundreds of people here for the celebration. And although we come from different backgrounds, what these celebrations show is that we share the same values and we all have the same desire to live together here in quiet harmony and, to raise our families in a safe and healthy and peaceful community. It's just wonderful to be part of this cooperative community. And I want to congratulate Officer Elliswich on his promotion to sergeant, and I know he will do a great job following in the footsteps of Sergeant Meltzler, who recently retired. Just a few announcements. Tomorrow night there's going to be a meeting at the Garrettson Forage and Farm, and it's an opportunity to get to know what they do and to also hear a discussion on native plants, and specifically on deer-resistant landscaping and how to create a pollinator and bird-friendly yards. If you want to participate in making Fair Lawn a cleaner community, the Recycling Division will be sponsoring the first of its 4 litter cleanups on April 22nd, which is Earth Day, so it's a very appropriate Earth Day celebration. The meetup time is 8:45 at the Recycling Center, and it's always a great opportunity to make a meaningful contribution to your town and to make friends and to have lunch at one of the great eateries in Fair Lawn, a family affair. On May 21st, the Green Committees of Fairlawn will all be coming together at the Arboretum to celebrate Arboretum Day, and that's from 11 to 2. Again, that's May 21st, and next month I'll have more information on the many vendors and different things that we'll have there, the information for the community. And then finally, I just wanted to speak about one other proclamation that we heard tonight, declaring April World Autism Month in Fairlawn. And I've spoken many times from this dais as a parent of a child, but now an adult child with autism. And I'm grateful that by coincidence, not by design, I landed in Fairlawn in a school district which had some understanding of autism spectrum disorders, because 28 years ago, there really wasn't a lot of awareness, but Fairlawn was definitely ahead of the curve, and I hope it remains so today in the education system. But, you know, raising a child with social and emotional differences is not an easy task. And that's why my heart goes out to parents struggling to raise children with all types of differences in communities that aren't as accepting as ours. And what I'm referring to is those states that have bills that are basically bullying transgender families as they try to get care for their children. And I'm proud to live in a state that supports our families who are doing their best for their children, their transgender children. It's difficult to be different in our society, but in Fairlawn, different is, I think, what we're about. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Good evening, Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor. I want to echo the congratulations to Sergeant Elswich on his promotion and wish him lots of luck in his new position, as well as to the wrestling team and to Coach and Deputy Mayor Kraus on all of your success this year. And I want to thank the Sikh community for coming out tonight and helping us celebrate Sikh Awareness and Appreciation Month, and of course to our clerk to help us raise awareness about colon cancer here in the borough. I'm going to start with just a few upcoming events. Through Fairlawn for All Ages, we are starting again pickleball lessons. They will begin on April 25th, Tuesday and Thursdays. From 9 to 10:30 will be for our novice players, and 10:30 to 12 for our intermediate players. You do have to pre-register. You can do that by going to fairlawnforallages.org, or if you need assistance registering, you can always feel free to email me or to call Lisa McClements at 201-777-6135. We are also bringing back for the second year the Senior Citizen Prom. So, Mayor, you have to get out your prom outfit again. It'll be on Sunday, April 30th from 2 to 4 at Fairlawn High School. This year's theme is On Cloud 9. This event is for Fairlawn residents only who are 60 years or older. So join us if you're available for music, for dancing, and for some light food. Admission is free, but again, you do have to pre-register, so you can call that same number and just clearly state your name and the name of the people in your party, or you can go to the same website, fairlawnforallages.org, to register. The other event is through the Community Relations Advisory Committee. They will be hosting a Holocaust remembrance event entitled Anti-Semitism Then and Now on April 23rd at 1:30 at the library. The Community Relations Committee has really been growing and expanding on their programming. You heard about from Councilmember Rottenstreich some of their events just this past weekend. And in the past 2 months, they've hosted quite a few events. They've had a Black History Month event at the community center, which included Fairlawn High School's incredible STEP team. Another successful year of a community read event partnered with Ridgewood and Glenrock, using the book How the Word is Passed, which if you didn't get to read it in time to participate, I do encourage you to do so at your leisure. It's a really, really informative and great book. And then just this past weekend, they hosted the second annual Holy event, which brought together our town in a very colorful celebration of unity and love. It was a little chilly, but it was a day where everybody was able to forget their differences, to come together as people of all ages and backgrounds, and to focus on the importance of what Holy is about, which is spreading joy and happiness. And then finally, although not officially sponsored by, but certainly supported by the Community Relations Committee, we had our very first crescent lighting ceremony for Ramadan right in front of Borough Hall. And if you haven't seen it, it's a really beautiful structure if you drive past at night. This event, like the aforementioned events, is really a testament to Fairlawn's commitment to the values of diversity and inclusivity. To me, if we are known as nothing else as a community, I would want to be known as a town that prioritizes inclusivity above anything else. Inclusivity of those who worship differently, who look differently, who use different pronouns, who love differently, who come from different places, and inclusivity of those who are differently abled. As you heard, this month is World Autism Month. And autism is something that is also very close to my heart. As the saying goes, if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. No two people who are on the spectrum are alike. It looks different in each and every person who is diagnosed. And there is something to me that is very beautiful about the autistic brain, but with that beauty comes many, many challenges, and most, if not all of those challenges will never go away. Those who are living with autism need to learn how to address these obstacles, things that come naturally for most of us, each and every day of their life, which is why I truly believe that those who are on the spectrum are among the strongest people that I know. Acknowledging this month not only allows us to learn more about autism and dispel the many, many myths and misconceptions surrounding the condition, it also highlights the importance, again, of creating that inclusive environment that embraces those unique strengths and challenges of individuals with autism. Some of those who are on the lower end of the spectrum often don't know that they're being excluded, but many, many, many more know very clearly that they are different and that they are often left out. They're left out of business meetings, out of happy hours after work. They're left out of play dates and birthday parties. So I ask all of you, in the spirit of this month and in the spirit of inclusion, which I know we all value, to be kind and understanding and to include those who are differently abled. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good evening, Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Good evening, Mayor. I think I used up some of my council comment time down there, so I'm going to try to be brief. I want to first congratulate Sergeant Elswich on his promotion, and I'm sure he's going to do our community proud in the new position. And I want to just reiterate a lot of things that were said before to our municipal clerk for his bravery and for promoting colorectal cancer awareness, and for Council Member Rottenstreich, you've always been outspoken about raising a child on a spectrum, and for our Sikh community coming out today, representation always matters, and being welcoming to people who are representing themselves and their differences and things that we're not aware of are important, and I'm always happy to see our wider community always willing to embrace, or usually willing to embrace and learn, and that's something that we should always promote and celebrate about our community, because it's certainly not like that everywhere, and hopefully we can be a model for places that are experiencing a new diversity that maybe they haven't historically had before. And just real quick, a couple things over the weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't get to attend Holy, but I did get to attend the crescent lighting. And if anyone hasn't seen it, it is pretty big and obvious when you go out looking at the lawn, but it is really a beautiful structure that was custom made for Fair Lawn, and so it's really great to see. That was a really wonderful event to attend on Sunday. And then a couple of announcements for the Arts Council. There's just about 10 more days left at Cozy Cafe. You can see the 6x6 artwork that's on display there. So please go check that out if you have not. And the Arts Council is still accepting submissions for their Poetry Month reading. They're going to have the reading on April 30th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the library on the second floor in the reference room. And they are accepting poetry submissions until, I believe, April 5th or April 15th. But you can go onto their social media page and check that out for submission information. April 15th. So they have a QR code for you to scan on their social media website pages. Please check those out. I've attended a few of the poetry readings in the past, and it's really interesting to see the diversity of poetry, not only that exists in poetry, but that exists in our Fair Lawn poets. So even if you don't write poetry and you don't have anything going on April 30th from 2 to 4, that would be a great event to check out. And that's all I have, Matt.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I just want to echo everyone's comments and congratulate Officer Sergeant Elswich. Our community policing does a really phenomenal job here in Fair Lawn. And I know just looking at what other towns do, a lot of towns don't even have a community policing department. And I know this governing body, as long as our leadership and the police department, has always been big advocates for building a stronger relationship between the community and the police department. I think it's done a great job for our community, and I'm glad to see Sergeant Elswich lead that department going forward. I want to congratulate all the wrestlers that were here today on a phenomenal season. Congratulations to Deputy Mayor / Coach Kraus. Also want to recognize the World Autism Month. As was said, Councilmember Ron Strike always does a great job voicing what it's like raising a child with autism. I have a number of friends, and my kids have friends that are on the spectrum. And as Deputy Mayor Catrone said, if you know one person with autism, you know one person with autism, and that is so true. Also want to thank our municipal clerk for sharing his story regarding Colon Cancer Awareness Month. It is extremely important for everyone to get checked. And lastly, I just want to acknowledge our Sikh community and say thank you for showing up and accepting that proclamation. One of the most touching speeches I've been able to witness here as an elected official was when we had a young student come and speak about his patka, which is what they wear. And he shared the story about how his father prepped him that when he was on the Fair Lawn baseball team, a lot of kids were probably going to question him why he won't wear a baseball cap, and asked him to put it on and maybe get a little bit of teasing. And he shared the story how he heard none of it. None of the kids looked at him any different. He was never forced to wear a baseball hat, and he was always just one of the team. And that really spoke volumes to how we are as a community, and really touched on a lot of the celebrations that we really enjoyed here in Fair Lawn this last weekend. Some updates on my end. I was at the Chamber of Commerce meeting with Councilmember Rottenstrike. Just shared a lot of amazing resources that are out there for our business community. And I was really happy to hear from Lisa McClemens about some updates with the Aging for All community. The return of the senior prom is amazing. I'm really excited for that. I know my grandma used to attend it all the time and was really upset when it was canceled. I'm not sure if she's still going to attend. Maybe she'll attend this year. She'll be 99 in April. And I always say this, the senior activities that we have here in Fair Lawn really enabled her to do amazing things at such an old age. And she's still exercising and eating right, and these are all stuff that was taught to her at her senior center. And actually, we have been giving a number of proclamations out to residents here in Fair Lawn that are turning 99 and 100 this year. So it's really amazing to see all these people age here in our community. As I touched on earlier, the celebrations here in Fair Lawn, it was a great St. Patrick's Day. I did stop by one of our local establishments, JJ's, where they had bagpipes performing. Real great celebratory atmosphere with corned beef and cabbage. The Holy Festival seems to be getting bigger and better every year. This was our second one, and I can't wait to go to the third. It's everything that you want for a good time. A lot of fun people smiling with dancing and great music. And our Ramadan crescent lighting yesterday, on Sunday, was an amazing event to attend. And it was great to hear the speeches from the young students growing up here in Fair Lawn and how proud they are. Both those who are attending Fair Lawn High Schools and those who were graduated from it. It really means a lot to see people who've moved on from Fair Lawn but come back to plant roots and just speak so positively about the community they were born and raised in. So it was a great event, and I want to thank our Muslim community for putting that together. And those are my updates for this evening.
Mayor?
Yes.
Could I add one more
Oh,
thing?
yeah, of course.
As you mentioned, the Chamber of we're at the Chamber of Commerce meeting today, and the Chamber of Commerce is having their annual installation dinner next Thursday, and they're going to be honoring our own borough manager, Jim Van Kroonigan, so I hope everybody can come out for that.
That's right. Jim doesn't like recognition, so we got to really pile it up these next few months. Number 9, council carryover, change in date from the April 4th work session. I know there's some discussion about that because it will be spring break and the schools will be let out. So just want to see everyone was good with some of these alternate dates we threw out last time.
I'd prefer to keep it as.
Are you going to be here?
I'll be here. I won't be aggravated, but I'll be here.
I won't, but
What, you won't be here?
I won't. But if you guys want to
Yeah,
have it down,
I mean,
that's
for
fine.
me, it's difficult because it's the night before
I'm hosting the
Passover
first
starts.
Seder.
Yeah, so
But
as
it's,
am
I
I.
mean,
But, you know.
It's your call.
you're not going to be here, Kurt?
No, I won't be
Okay.
here.
That doesn't matter to me. If it's a problem, I don't have a problem changing it. I'm available, but
Okay.
Josh, you're not available the other days?
I guess I will be.
No, if you're not, don't worry about it. We can keep it.
I mean, if we gotta do it, then we'll do it then, it's fine.
Okay. Does anyone have a preference? 11th and 18th both work for me.
The 11th would be preferable because of ordinances that we have to pass. We can't wait until the 18th for some of the ordinances we have on first reading tonight.
11th, okay?
Yes.
The 11th? All right, Mayor, just be advised that
Josh,
item number 13, some of the ordinances on first reading, where you're going to be having the reading of the date for the public hearing. I left it blank in preparation of tonight, so we just have to put April 11th in those dates.
Okay. Resolution 138, 2023, introduction of 2023 municipal budget. May I have a motion that Resolution 138, 2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crutrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Resolution 139-2023, introduction of 2023 River Road Special Improvement District budget. May I have a motion that Resolution 139-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Resolution 140-2023, introduction of 2023 Broadway Special Improvement District budget. May I have a motion that Resolution 140-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance on first reading. Ordinance 2651-2023. An ordinance to amend Chapter 241, Water Article 4, Rates and Charges. More specifically, Section 241-50, Water Rates, and Section 241-52, Fixed Service Charge, Main Charge of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2651, 2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2020?
April 21st.
I'm sorry?
April 11th.
April 11th, all right. April 11th, 2023. Is there a second? Oh, sorry, a motion, sorry.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
No.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance, bless you. Bless you. Ordinance 2652-2023, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fairlawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, as amended, supervisor. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2652-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2653-2023, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fairlawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, as amended, blue and white. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2653-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2654-2023, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fairlawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, as amended stipends. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2654-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2655-2023, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fairlawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, as amended, part-time police employees. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2655-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2656-2023, an ordinance to amend Chapter 25, Volunteer Emergency Services Stipend Program of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2656-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2657-2023, an ordinance to amend Chapter 111, Food Handling, Article 2, Special Food Vendors Permit of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2657-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
No.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2658-2023, an ordinance to amend Chapter 111, Food Handling, Article 3, Retail Food Establishments of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2658-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
Second one?
So moved.
Oh, whoops.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz. Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crichon.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2659-2023, an ordinance to amend Chapter 94 Fees, Article 4, Cosmetology and Hairstyling Establishment Inspections of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn, 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2659, 2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023?
This one's on the 25th.
That's right.
So moved.
Discussion?
Mayor? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, with regard to this ordinance, 2659 and 2660, I know, I was here for the work session and agreed to put it on for first reading, but I've had second thoughts since then, especially because, part of what we've worked really hard to do over the last few years is to encourage businesses to come to Fairlawn, to establish themselves in Fairlawn, and we're in a time where the labor markets are really tight, there's inflationary costs, and it's just, it's difficult to do business, no matter what the business is. So, I think that we should, look at this more carefully, and I am not in favor of doing this at this time, and would like more information about the overall costs in addition to these fees that we're putting on businesses. And then I had a question, which is whether these increases are already part of the budget, or this would just be go into the surplus of the budget? Revenue. Of the revenue. But it's accounted for in our budget as already as, no, okay. Okay. Right, okay. All right, that's basically all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay. Do we have, yeah.
Gail, just so I'm clear, the one you're talking about is the cosmetology?
But my comments are for both 2659 and 2660.
2660 is different.
They both have to do with fees. Yeah, they're different.
Right, but, I mean, just so I'm clear, we're talking about objecting to a $15 fee increase that hasn't been increased in 8 years?
We aren't, I am.
Well, I mean, we had this at the work session last week, and there was no discussion about issues with it. I think with the cost of inflation on everybody, I don't think a $15 increase, which really, if you break it down over this one's 12 years, $2 a year, I don't think is onerous on the businesses, especially with the amount of inspection and the cost of regulation that the state's imposed on us, and the fact that we're having to add additional inspectors to keep up with the demand. I think if you look at the comparisons to other towns, if anything, it's really a small step up. So I would vote in favor of moving forward.
Just to, in terms of being in comparisons to other towns, I mean, I think that's a good thing if, our fees are less than other towns, so we can attract more businesses here. I think we've done a great job of that over the last few years, and I wouldn't want to put any damper on that effort.
But in that sense, even when raising the cosmetology fee, we're still at the new rate $100 cheaper than Ridgewood and Paramus.
Is this a discussion between you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
You'll be able to speak during public comments, which come after.
I mean, because I know that there are people who want to weigh in on this. I mean, I would prefer moving forward with a public hearing on it. If input from the public and the second reading makes us want to pause, then, but for all, and I believe the same applies to the last two ordinances that we did move forward to a public hearing, except referring to food handling fees. I would prefer to move forward and have that public hearing, because I think we're more likely to get people to come out and speak at an actual council meeting than a work session. And if we have any reason to table it or want to reconsider, we can always do that.
Okay. Well, there was a motion to table it. Is there a second to table it?
Was there? No, I didn't
I'm
even
sorry,
table. I
just
just made I just
thought you
made my
wanted to
points
get-
for discussion.
Oh, I thought you were saying to get it pulled. No, okay. Okay, anyone else on this? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
No.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
No.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2660-2023, an ordinance to amend Chapter 94 fees, Article 6, Schedule of Fees of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2660-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
No.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
No.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2661-2023, an ordinance to amend Chapter 13 Fire Department of the Code of the Borough of Fairlawn 2000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2661-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2662-2023, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fairlawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, PBA. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2662-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2663-2023, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fairlawn, Bergen County, New Jersey, PBA.
That, Mayor,
Yep.
that should read SOA. I apologize.
Not a problem. I don't know why we're doing that one twice. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2663-2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on April 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance on second reading. Ordinance 2648-2023. An ordinance to provide for certain capital improvements in the Borough of Fairlawn and to provide for the receipt, acceptance, and deposit of grant funds, therefore, from the County of Bergen, Division of Community Development, roadway improvements of Madeline and Urban Place, road improvement, $112,277. May I have a motion to open the time for public comments on ordinance number 2648-2023 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comments on this ordinance only. Seeing no one, can I please have a motion to close the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The public hearing on ordinance number 2648-2023 is now closed. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2648-2023 be adopted on second and final reading and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2649-2023, an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank. NJSA 40A 4-45.14, calendar year 2023. May I have a motion to open the time for public comments on ordinance number 2649-2023 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comment on this ordinance. Seeing no one, can I please have a motion to close the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The public hearing on ordinance number 2649-2023 is now closed. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2649-2023 be adopted on second and final reading and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Ordinance 2650, 2023, an ordinance to provide for capital improvements in the Borough of Fair Lawn and to provide for the receipt, acceptance, and deposit of grant funds, therefore, from the Bergen County Open Space Recreation, Floodplain Protection, Farmland, and Historic Preservation Trust Fund, and to authorize appropriations of $75,000 Etler Playground Project. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment on ordinance number 2650, 2023 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Time is now open for public comment on this ordinance only. Seeing no one, can I please have a motion to close the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any
Aye.
opposed? The public hearing on ordinance number 2650-2023 is now closed. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2650-2023 be adopted on second and final reading and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Public comments on consent agenda 9-2023 items only. Can I please have a motion to open the time for public hearing on consent agenda 9-2023?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comments on consent agenda items only.
Good evening. Pamela Coles, 13-34 George Street. On consent, let's see, consent agenda item 154-2023, resolution authorizing the purchase of goods and services under various county cooperatives for 2023. What type of goods and services?
Borough manager?
Good evening, Ms. Coles.
Good evening.
I don't know if you want me to read them all, but they're all listed in the actual resolution.
Okay.
We could go through them, but they're actually all listed by vendor, and not only by vendor, but actually the product or item or goods that's being purchased. It's
Okay.
all in the resolution.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Item number 158-2023, resolution awarding professional services for administrative services of affordable housing controls to Acuity Consulting Services. What is that dollar amount?
Borough manager?
There's no dollar amount set. It's by the schedule of fees, which is the hourly rate that's submitted when they submitted the RFP or the RFQ for that particular service. However, keeping in mind that all of the fees that are paid to the consultant for affordable housing comes directly out of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. So there's no impact to the budget whatsoever.
Super. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And lastly, 160-2023, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Preferred Outdoor Experience under. Now, is this the geese thing?
Yeah, so if you're at any of our council meetings, later last year, there was an issue with the amount of geese over, especially on 2nd Street and the surrounding area.
Yeah.
So what the borough manager and the council are authorized to do is for the borough manager to expand the contract we currently have with our geese patrol around Memorial Pool into this area as well to help kind of get rid of the geese. There's a grassland that is a perfect spot for the geese to leave the river and come up, and then they've been kind of taking over the local roads, so we're just going to push them aside a little bit.
Okay, super, yeah. I hear you on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Seeing no one else, can I please have a motion to close the time for public hearing on consent agenda 9-2023?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolutions by consent, 9-2023. Will the municipal clerk please read the resolutions by consent?
Whereas the following resolutions, 141-2023 through 161-2023, having heretofore been placed on this consent agenda, requiring no discussion in same, having been previously reviewed by each council member, be and are hereby adopted, ratified, and confirmed in their entirety by the mayor and council of the Borough of Fairlawn.
Can I please have a motion to pass consent agenda 9-2023, resolutions 141-2023 through 161-2023?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilman Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. New business. Anyone have anything for new business?
Mayor?
Yes.
As you recall, last week at the work session, we had discussed local government week, the week of April, 17th to the 21st. And I know we threw some options around of what we were going to decide. I just need to know direction on that so I can start planning accordingly for what we're going to do for that week.
Yeah, I think one of the things was having kind of like a walkthrough of Borough Hall, and then end that with like the council meeting, I think was one idea. And then also have something in the morning, I think, as well. So kind of have like a morning and an evening programs to kind of work with everyone's schedule.
And to confirm, we were going to do that on Tuesday, April 18th. That was the date we were going with.
I think that works. I'm sorry?
We don't have a council meeting.
Yeah, I think we just thought that on Tuesday, we generally don't book anything because we do have the council meeting, so we want to kind of stick to that Tuesday.
But I
So-
thought you just said you wanted it to end at a council meeting. Is that what you?
Yeah, I totally forgot.
So
yeah,
So
we
what
got-
about ending with, I
But I
mean,
think
coffee with the council or some kind of,
Yeah,
you know? I don't know if we want to do it in the morning or
I
the
think doing
evening.
two. I think doing a morning and an evening shift would work well, like a tour of Borough Hall, discussion with the elected officials. I think it'd be nice. Does that work for everyone?
Works for me.
On the
And then
18th.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and if you can't attend the morning or the evening or vice versa, we'll each try to get to
Mhm.
at least one, if not both.
Okay, so my proposal will be this then, if we're okay with it. So Tuesday, April 18th, we'll do a coffee with the council in council chambers or in 201 from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then I will schedule open houses and tours throughout the facilities throughout the day. And then we could do another one, coffee with the council at 7 p.m. Does that work? 7 to 8? Again, in council chambers or in 201.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll put it all together and I'll put a flyer out before I actually distribute borough-wide. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
I just had a question. At the work session in new business, we talked about the open space grant. And I didn't know if you were going to bring that back up again, but I thought that you were because I think you said it had to.
I was, but I noticed that the meeting being on the 11th, the actual letter of intent, which is just a basic submission, not going into major detail, is the April 13th. So we could actually discuss it again on the 11th, and I could submit for the 12th or the 13th on what we're going to do. So I was just going to put it on for the April 11th work session now.
Okay.
So it gives everybody more time to think about it. Options.
Okay.
Works. Okay, good. Okay, anyone else? Public comments. Can I please have a motion to open the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comment. You just state your name and your address.
Ilana Zvanets, 8-01 Melvin Place. I want to speak on, I'm not sure how this goes. I came here to speak about ordinance number 2657 and 2658. I was at the last meeting and this meeting. Okay, so the ordinance numbers, first off, it's very confusing to me. I have the ordinance where it's laid out, the whole chapter 111. What I heard that you guys want to pass from the last meeting, all I heard was you're comparing it to other towns. Do you guys know the other towns' numbers?
Yeah, we do, but I just want to say that's not the only thing. There's a number of factors that we look into. One, we do look at it comparable to other towns. Number two, we also look at, when was the last time we've done an increase? So a lot of these have haven't been increased between 8 and 13 years. So there's some gaps. And, I do want to remind everyone, we're not a business. We're a governing body. So if it's not paid by the food establishment or someone else, someone's going to pay for this in the end. So that's what we're looking at is kind of, no matter what, the full cost isn't going on to these establishments. It's still subsidized, whether it be through the tax, most likely through taxpayer money. So this is just to recoup some of the costs because of the work is getting done.
Okay. All I heard was that last meeting it was 10 years, now it's 8 years, now it's 12 years.
Well, there's all different ones. So like there's the retail food establishment, the last increase was in 2015.
Which
The
is not true.
pre-operational for retail food establishment was 2013. The cosmetology was 2010. So they're all broken down into kind of different levels. So this is also so they'll all be on the same page, that we won't be having this discussion of there's 10, 13, 8. You'll just be able to say 2023 was the last time we've done these increases.
Okay, last time these increases were done was 2023. So you said last 10 years, last 8 years, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going into food establishment. I own 2 businesses with my wife in this town, and we're opening a third not in this town. I'm sorry for this reasoning.
So what is the fee at the town you're opening at?
It is 400, which is Paramus. But then-
Paramus, I have right here. So which one are you talking about? Are you opening a retail food establishment?
Food establishment.
A retail food establishment in the borough of Paramus is $400.
Yes,
The proposed fee for the borough of Fairlawn is $220.
yes, and then we.
That's significantly less here in Fairlawn than in Paramus.
Yeah, but Paramus does not charge for food handlers, where you guys do charge for food handlers. As every single person, every single employee.
That still wouldn't make the difference.
If I tally up my inspection fees, my food handlers, my fire prevention, it will tally up over $400.
Yeah, I'll go through the math with you too. But I mean, if you want to put all the different things in comparisons with Paramus, I'm more than happy to do that.
But we're not Paramus.
But you just said you're opening a business in Paramus, not Fairlawn, because the food establishment increase was less than Paramus. That was wrong. Now you're saying that we
No,
could
I'm
add.
saying, I'm saying that it's not true that you guys have not raised the prices. I have
That
my food
we've
establishment fee.
we've increased the retail food establishment fee in 2023.
By? Do you know by how much?
No, you said that we did it already. That
Yes, you
2015
have.
wasn't. So when in
2022, you guys had it at 150. This year, I've paid 175.
neither one is correct because based on this, it's 195. So, borough managers.
I don't know the fees. I mean, that's what the ordinance says. I'm assuming there's other different fees that are involved throughout the entire health department inspections and requirements.
There
I
are.
don't know what exactly there are.
Yeah, well, we're not considering increasing. These are the fees that we're considering increasing, that we just listed, that are listed here.
Okay, but when I opened, my food establishment fee was $150. Now it's $195 this year, 2023, correct? So that's a $45 upcharge.
But what I'm
already.
saying is, according to this document that we're looking at,
You want it to 220. You want to raise it to 220.
the current fee, based on our information, is that the last increase was in 2015, and that in 2015, the current fee was $195, and that's what it currently is
Do you
today.
have the ordinance when it was changed, the date that was changed?
In
Because
2015?
yeah, because I was charged $195, and last year I have my physical in my cafe, which was $150.
I guess we could look back with health department, but I
Within
didn't do
1
the
year,
inspection.
it raised $45 already.
According to the information that was provided to us, the last increase was in 2015.
Well,
And that
your
2015 was
information,
195.
whoever gave it to you was incorrect.
Okay, that's something we will look into, because that's an issue.
Yeah, it is. I mean, adding everything up, we're close to Paramus, and I don't see us as progressed as Truly, I think what you guys or whoever is proposing these numbers is comparing us to Paramus and Ridgewood. We're not Paramus, we're not Ridgewood. We're not progressed. Once you guys have your skyscrapers and developments, then let's bring it back to this discussion.
We won't be going in that direction for skyscrapers, but I would totally disagree with you. We have less empty storefronts than Paramus and Ridgewood do. So, I mean, our businesses right now are more successful than Paramus and Ridgewood's. So I think it's very fair to compare us to them.
I don't believe so.
Well,
I
what-
have a food establishment, my wife has a salon, and within the past year, because of the redevelopment on Plaza Road that's happening, there was 3 salons within 1 block. I just see it as the ordinance that are changing are what are in town.
Are you talking about the salons that moved out of where the Dollar General is?
Yes.
Well, that's
And there's
because
one
they
around the
weren't.
block.
That's because the owner didn't renew their leases because they're selling the property.
Yeah, and then there's
That has nothing
one-
to do with the fees.
one around the block as well.
Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with the fees. That has everything to do with the the establishment being sold.
Yes, I agree, but you're saying the businesses are booming.
In Fairlawn, 100%. We've never had a lesser occupancy rate than we do today. And on top of that, we've not only seen that, but we've seen a number of businesses expanding. I mean, look, you're a perfect example. I mean, having 2 businesses in Fairlawn. You have Ada's that's right next door that took 2 spaces when it used to be 1 because their business is doing phenomenal. I just saw the owner on Sunday and discussed this. I already talked to 2 other businesses and asked them how they're doing. They're looking to expand in Fairlawn. I was just at the Chamber luncheon today, and every business was telling how great it is to be in Fairlawn. We actually were told today that businesses are trying to get out of Glen Rock to come to Fairlawn because of everything here, including our rates and the proactivity we're doing. I mean, we have the Main Street District now for the first time ever. Yeah, this is the best time ever to be a business in Fairlawn. And the facts, the data, will stand that up any day of the week.
I do agree. I think you see sunshines and rainbows when people talk to you. They're too nice and they say what you want to hear. I hear it from business owners.
But if I was to just cover my ears and just look at data, that would speak volumes. I don't even have to hear anything from residents, even though I love to. But if I just looked at data alone, the data says it.
Comparing us to what? I hear
To
surrounding
anything,
towns.
just to Fairlawn, to
But
the
what-
history of Fairlawn.
Okay.
So right now in Fairlawn, this is the best we've ever been for our businesses.
So 50% increases to renewal fees.
There is no 50% increase on any of these.
Renewal fee annual, $10 going up to $20.
That's not here. No, there's no 10 to 20 on here. There's a 50 to a 60. There's a 150 to a 170. I mean, the majorities of these increments are $20 on hundreds of dollar fees already established. And this is not like, these are like annual fees.
No, I have section 111-12.
I think just based on a lot of the stuff I'm hearing from you, I think you have some of the wrong documents. Because everything here, there's no 50% increases whatsoever.
And Mayor, I think she's referring to 94-12 in Ordinance 2660,
Can I ask a question?
Chapter G.
In addition to the list that's here of fees, like that's in the ordinance, are there additional fees that are in different ordinances? Additional fees that you pay that you don't see on there? I'm trying to get like a full picture.
He's talking about the food handling fees, which are not what we're talking
Yeah, I think we're talking about 2 different things.
That's the ordinance that I have, chapter 11, food handling, section 111.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was talking about.
Yeah, that's
What I'm
food
asking.
handler
'cause
certificate.
You said something that I was not aware of, which was something about based on how many employees you have. I'm trying to get a better picture of this. I wasn't unfortunately at the work session, so I'm trying to, and I don't have that document that you have, which shows the comparisons of other towns. So, that's part of why I didn't vote for it, because I would like to have this. I have this now. would have liked to have this before. So I'm trying to wrap my head around if there's more that you pay in
Yes.
addition to like.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at different breakdowns.
So maybe before the hearing, we could get information on what all the different fees are for these establishments, so we have a better understanding of that. And if we could all get this sheet that Christina is looking at. And then Karen, would you be able to provide us with some kind of estimate of what the impact would be on revenues with this increase? I mean, I guess looking backwards and then looking forwards. Thank you.
And also, I want to see if your fees were increased when the ordinance doesn't say that. I would also want to note that, too.
They did.
Right, so, I don't know what.
I have check stubs and I have my physical food establishment permit.
Okay. Because I want to see that, too, because that doesn't seem to match with what we have,
Not
right?
at all.
So I want to, if you can, I'd like to
I think
see
that's the
that.
frustration between the business owners and just these ordinances passing.
Mhm.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional.
Well, just be clear, nothing is passed. The
Yeah.
only thing that happened tonight is that we said we were going to have a public hearing. So you're absolutely welcome to come here tonight and speak on it ahead of the public hearing, which that gives us some extra time to think about it. But what we did tonight was we set forth a process for us to say to the public, this has been proposed to us by our professionals. They're asking us to consider this. Public, please come and give us your input on it. Now, in terms of some of these fees that you're listing, obviously it's completely optional, but it would be helpful if, not in a setting like this, but over either some sort of meeting in person or email or something like that, if you were willing to share what you're referring to in the fees on a one-on-one or a one-on-two basis with us, so that some of us can look at these things and try to match them up. Are you talking about fees that we're considering or being proposed to us in this ordinance, or are you talking about other fees that aren't being addressed by this ordinance, so that everybody's on the same page, so that you feel comfortable about whether or not we're addressing the same fees you're talking about, and so that we feel comfortable that we understand how these fees are impacting our businesses, because that's important to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. Black and white numbers on paper are black and white numbers on paper, but I'm not a business owner. I don't know how this impacts, right? So I would love to hear more from the business owners in town. And like Chris said, I'm glad that you're here now, because this gives us more time even before the public hearing at the second reading. So, if you would share that information, that would be really helpful.
Okay. And that's, I heard two dates, I'm sorry, the 11th or the 25th?
This one's the 11th. I'm sorry, the 25th. The 25th.
The 25th?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pamela Coles, 13-34 George Street, on ordinance number 2651-2023, to amend the water Article 4 rates and charges. What are the current rates for the water charges now, and what are the increased rates? What will they be?
You got that sheet, Borough Manager?
Yeah, Mayor, I'll take it. Just let me get to it, please, so I know exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so the current charge, and we're just going to do the average user, okay, which is when I say the average user, that's the homeowner. There's over 10,000 meters, so we'll look at that. The current charge right now per 1,000 gallons is $5.60. The increase is going from $5.60 to $6 per 1,000 gallons. Keeping in mind that the last time water rates were raised was 2014. That being said, the average user is going to see approximately a $2 per month increase in their usage of water. It's about $24 a year, the average user.
Yeah.
So it's about $2 per month with this increase.
Got it. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yep.
And lastly, regarding the autism and special needs, and I thank you, Councilwoman Ron Stripe, for raising someone like that. Fair Lawn is a special town. I remember at Forest School having our special needs students in Forest School when I was in school. So we're going back years and years. And it takes a special person to raise that person, but it also takes a special person to trust in a system and trust in our school system that they will be taught in a manner which you can come home to, that they've been educated in a way that reflects your values. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening. Amy Hummerstone, 14 Brearley Crescent. How are you? I just wanted to raise a point about the litter in the Radburn Commercial District. I have photos. This is something that's been going on. I've been taking photos for months. It's in the street, but it's also on the properties, the condominium properties, the commercial properties. I was hoping there's something we could do about it. I brought it up to the building department. I brought it up to EDC. It's really a tough thing to solve, I guess, but I don't see the street sweeper out as much. I don't see the property maintenance as much as it used to be. I don't know. It's really hard to live in a beautiful Radburn and have it look like this. And I mean, comparing to other towns, downtown Hawthorne looks pretty pristine. I don't know how we can do better than this, but can I pass the photos?
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Amy.
Should I stay up here or just, that's all I have to say, or I guess if you have
Where is it in
questions.
particular?
The Radburn Plaza building, the Dutch House they keep up there is the bagel shop. That shopping center seems pretty good. It's the next one with Great Cuts and the physical therapy. CVS is struggling. And then the Park Hill Estates and the Bergen properties, they used to be very pristine, and it's been a lot of litter all winter long.
I know that you've sent me emails on this, and I've observed it myself, and I've brought it to the attention of the borough manager, but, borough manager, I mean, is there more that we can do about this? I mean, one thing that I thought about is that the Radburn area should become part of the special improvement district.
Yes, I was
And
thinking that too.
And that way, we can get this cleaned up, but, I mean, I know that a lot of the responsibility like this is on the owner of the Radburn building, and that building isn't kept the way it should be.
Is that building's not part of the association?
It is.
It
It
is.
is. But, I mean, Radburn doesn't have any powers to fine.
The association can't fine?
Nope. It's in our
Oh.
documents, yeah.
I did not know that.
So we send letters and things, but
Huh.
it is. Yeah, but the River Road improvement, I mean, River Road looks great, Broadway looks great, so I think
Yeah.
the SIDS are really doing a good job with that.
It's association.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say, but I guess if they do want to create their own, become Main Street and become a SID or something, it does help. I mean, I know you mentioned downtown Hawthorne. They have a group that oversees that.
Okay, that
Broadway
explains
has a group.
Right.
River Road has a group.
I know.
Yeah.
The only thing unfortunate is that's going to be additional fees to the property owners, and as we saw today, sometimes they don't like that. So it's open. I mean, I know myself would be in favor of it if they want to go in that direction.
I thought there was discussion of a townwide SID at some point, but I don't know.
There is. It's something
Okay.
we will consider. And what we don't want to kind of force. again, sorry, this is just me speaking. I know that we do want to start to, I know at one point we did, I think you might recall in EDC, we started doing some surveys, and there were some areas that did want some and some that didn't. So we wanted to start incorporating more as the businesses wanted one. We didn't want to force on anyone, but as hopefully they'll see, like hopefully the businesses in Radburn now see like how much better it is having this with the upkeep and all the benefits that come.
Right. And I mean, I know there's property maintenance and ordinances, but it's hard to enforce them, or get somebody to enforce them.
Borough manager, can you address that?
Property maintenance, as you know, Amy is well aware of it and is monitoring it and is taking appropriate action as the officer observes violations, and keeping in mind, though, that the code allows us to only issue a notice to abate first prior to issuing a summons. So if there is a violation, there's a notice to abate, which usually gives 24 hours to 48 hours to clean up, and if it's not done after the 24 to 48 hours, then the actual summons is issued. In terms of the garbage collection at the dumpster, it's usually put out there in anticipation for a garbage pickup, which usually means within 24 to 48 hours, the dumpster's completely clear. That's unfortunate, but that's what they know. People are putting out the garbage knowing that the garbage collection is coming. A water bottle and a piece of paper in a curb line or in a storm drain, you know, that falls on the individual. People should keep up after themselves. People should clean up after themselves and be a little bit more respectful. That's how I look at it. We can only control. We don't know who's throwing water bottles on the ground, but I know some of those pictures was a water bottle and a piece of paper. It's unfortunate, but that's how people are treating the borough. I don't like it. It's not right, but there are people that are out there that are doing that. If we see someone doing it, believe me, not only property maintenance, including our recycling coordinator, if we see the actual littering being done, appropriate action is being taken.
What about the street sweeper? I don't have any idea if they're more or less than they used to be.
Street sweeper is out
Less.
every single day. Street sweeper is out, but keeping in mind, we have 55, 60 miles of roadway. We have one sweeper, one employee who runs it for 5 to 6 hours a day. We cannot, under no way, street sweep the entire borough every single day or every single week. So what happens here is we try to get to the main roads as often as possible and to get through them, but we have a lot of roads to sweep, and we only have one person and one sweeper.
I mean, I was really thinking it was once a month and keeping an eye out at the beginning.
No,
of
there's
each
a
month.
there's a sweeper out every day somewhere within the borough, every single day.
But I really think most people think that the streets are not their responsibility. I really think they think that's the borough. But I mean, some of this litter happened in January, and it's still there. But
I did see this sweeper was by the high school today. I did see them during
It's out there.
drop-off.
so, any ideas, next step forward, any improvements?
I think there's a number of things. I think one, education. Two is, we'll look at what we can do on enforcement. And then three, I think it would be great, and I know we do this, like I live by Gregory Park, and a lot of times after school, it's littered after, and there's a group of us parents who go by, and we're a volunteer group, and we pick up. If we see someone littering, we'll talk to them. So if the Radburn Association wants to start like a clean team or something that wants to go out and kind of help out, help educate the public, help pick up, I think that will go a long way too. But I've seen this in other areas too in town where volunteers will come and help kind of take pride of where they are.
Okay. That's a little, I don't know, it makes me feel discouraged. I mean, the Radburn Association is dealing with its own parks, that we have the Dutch houses in it and Radburn Plaza building, that's it. The other establishments have anything to do with Radburn that we have any say over.
Well, I don't mean necessarily Radburn, but I see like the
You mean-
neighboring community. So like
Yeah.
when I take my dog out for a walk, look, I'm going to find stuff on the streets, and you know what, I'm going to pick it up. I know some of my neighbors will do the same. If we see someone littering, we'll tell them not to. So sometimes it does come to local enforcement. We say the same thing, with our police department. There's a lot of miles here in Fairlawn, and we can't see every speeder or everyone flying through. So a lot of residents, will tell people, slow down. We'll have to put their signs up to try to enforce it. And it just won't be anything unique to Fairlawn. When I speak to other mayors in Bergen County, they have a lot of stuff too where they rely on volunteers. They rely on the community kind of pride and taking pride in itself.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think anything's going to change then, if that's, it's really discouraging, but, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Seeing no one, can I please have a motion to close the time for public comments?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now closed for public comments. Executive closed session, Resolution 162-2023. Will the municipal clerk please read executive closed session resolution?
Whereas NJSA 10412B allows a public body to enter into a closed session during a public meeting, and whereas upon conclusion of the closed session, the Borough Council will return to open public session. And whereas the Borough of Fairlawn has deemed it necessary to enter into a closed session excluding the public to discuss matters that are exempt from disclosure. 1, pending or anticipated litigation, attorney-client privilege. Number 2, personnel matters pursuant to NJSA 10412B8. Now therefore be resolved that the Borough Council shall now enter into a closed session, and that the discussion may be made public when the disclosure will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the borough.
Can I please have a motion?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilman Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes.
And closed session at 19:00.